Sleep is 1/60th of death. So if you wonder what happens when you die, you get a preview of this every time you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, the Malachim take your soul and bring it up to the world of souls, where your soul is actually judged. And a different aspect of your soul is then brought back by these Malachim when you wake up. In other words, a different spark of your soul returns for the next day. It's almost unrecognizable to you. Sometimes you don't recognize yourself. You forgot what happened yesterday. You wake up totally refreshed and anew. Did you ever think what happens? Why the body's refreshed after sleep? What is it about sleep that refreshes you? Well, it's that you get a new soul, a new quantum of energy that's for you that day. It's a new day. Forget about yesterday. It's a different part of you. It's not really you. Maybe you got a new spark of a ruach of that same 5 souls that make up you. Maybe you got a neshama. Maybe you were lucky enough to get a higher spark for that day. That's why some days are better than others. Some days are of a higher nature than others. Sleep is 1/60th of death. When you go to sleep at night, just drop that day. Drop your previous life. You will be new tomorrow. Forgetfulness is the beauty higher than remembrance, so that you can start each day anew. When I play piano, I can't even remember the songs I wrote yesterday or played yesterday unless I put them on a recorder. It's the same thing with this here. If I didn't use this as a recorder, I have no memory at all of yesterday. Drop it. Forget it. Go on. As a tennis player, I used to know this because after I'd lose, I dropped it. Go to the next week. Next tournament. Memory is like that. Forgetfulness comes from Chokhmah. Memory and remembrance comes from Bina. This is a very high level of consciousness that when you go to sleep, you wake up a new person. Your soul has a return, a teshuvah, a return of the hay, of the soul itself, and it comes back, a new spark within that hay. It's a new you. Don't tell me about yesterday and yesterday's failures or even yesterday's successes. You come back as an open consciousness, seeing things for the first time. Let me just take a look here at some of my notes that I wrote. It's remembrance of the resurrection of the dead. It's what you are. You're dead. And you resurrect. A completely new person. One-60th of death is sleep. When you wake up, you are completely new.